Well, guys, we've made some off-camera progress. Went up in here and cleaned up all this. We have some small, that's where the pedal actually goes. So we have some small little spots to patch up. We'll probably just use seam sealer like right there and along the rocker line there. I don't think there's anything too much to worry about in here. They look pretty hollow and clean if you look through that little hole. So I think just using seam sealer is going to be fine. I did cut out that section of the firewall so we can patch that. And made our way over there and did a little cutting in the inside rocker and found a big old rat's nest that I'll show you guys here in a second. Extended the floor hole cut a little bit as well. So we're going to be able to go get some metal for that. Only things left in terms of cutting are, I have a little piece right there, and then I'm going to do the same cut up the rocker as I did over here, and we'll patch those. And then, still not sure what I'm going to do there. Don't mind my bubble wrap. I was using that to not mess up my knees too bad, but got to figure out what we're going to do right there. I think I'm going to do a similar patch to what I'm going to do there, and run some angle iron of sorts in that spot. So some angle iron on the bottom to kind of support that right across there. So once we figure that out, we can get that all welded in, but we're pretty close to being able to use some POR and get this thing looking pretty clean, consistent. It looks pretty nice, just stepping back the flat black, so looks a little more complete. Let's go over there and check out our rat's nest real quick. And alright, so if you didn't see in earlier videos, this needs to be supported. It is not, because the rocker on the bottom side is rotted out, so we need to rebuild something there to support this. I think we have enough metal on each side that we can do some sort of angle iron deal. So this still obviously needs holes fixed in here, which shouldn't be too bad. Moving on back, I haven't done anything really back here since you guys saw it last, but I gotta pop this guy and see how solid this is. It feels pretty solid, so probably just clean that up. This, with all the damage forward, I'm tempted to cut this out a little bit and see kind of what we're working with. It'll allow us to put a new bolt in here as well for the seatbelt, which makes me think I should probably do that on the other side because I stripped out. If we just cut that whole thing out, we can see what's going on there, and we can replace the seatbelt, bolt, provision, whatever. So maybe that's what we'll do. I'm undecided on that piece yet, but you guys will know once we decide. So that's in the works. I got to go back here too and do some more grinding and just see how bad things are back here. That's pretty loose there, but it's not structural, so we'll probably end up just cleaning it up and sealing it up. I don't know if we can see down in that hole. That's kind of where the rocker continues on back, but it looks cleaner than the front did. So speaking of the front, there is our rat's nest, and here is our hole. All sorts of rust in there. I don't know how well you can see up in there. Let's see. I don't know how well you guys can see in there. I'm at a weird angle up here, but hopefully there's not too much going on. That goes all the way up to here, which explains why that's rotten. And I felt around in there a little bit. It's pretty clean now, but there's also some excess sheet metal. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm trying to give you an angle. There's some excess sheet metal inside here as well that could do to be cleaned up, but I don't know how far we'll go. This isn't really a problem as long as we can get this to be supported. And the more I think about it, the more I realize we do need to cut this anyways, just to, I don't know that we're going to be able to get that out. I think what happens is the bolt got corroded on the other side and it won't come back through. I can't access it on the other side unless we cut it out, so that might be the best way to go about it. But you can see we expanded up here a little bit, a little piece of metal to cut off there yet. Then we just got to clean it all up and have some fun. So a little more up there to cut out. That won't be too bad. A lot of things just keep getting cut out of here. I'm going to turn the light on so you can see a little better, but this rocker has been absolutely terrible. As you can see, I've cut most of it out. There's a lot of surface. Let's see if we can get you in there. A lot of surface junk in there. So we got most of it out. As you can see underneath, it was just filled with rust. So this car's got a long ways to go. The nice weather is coming, and I don't really want it taking up the garage, so I think what I'm going to do is move it out to storage and I might do some measurements and start making some patch panels here and there, and we can go from there. But there's the update. That rocker was totally trashed. We go over here, we can see that even more so. I cut a chunk out of the bottom, so let's take a look from over here. I cut a chunk out there because it was just holding on to all that crap, and that's just going to hold moisture and make things worse in the future. So I want to chase it all now and get rid of all that. I don't know how well we can see over here, but continued cutting back through here. And yeah, so got a big patch panel to make here. Still have some cutting to do up in the firewall there. Have to make a, this is not even going to be close to perfect, but I need to close that rocker in, probably starting at the bottom. I'll probably just weld a plate on the bottom, make it flush, so that I can then come through, weld here, and then I'll finish off the floor. So I don't think it's going to be that hard, but it will be a task. Also cut out the seatbelt bolt here. I want to find that because I'm curious. Where did that go? Oh, I see that. A little dangerous. So this is what the backside looked like. So that's why we couldn't get it out. It's just corroded in there. So, and also looking at that, that's like double thick. So I want to replicate that and make that a decent bit thicker so that we have something good to hold on to there with the seatbelt, obviously. Honestly, I don't wear the seatbelt a whole lot in this car, but if I do, I want it to be secure. No point in wearing it if it's just going to pull out of the freaking sheet metal there. So that's that. We got a few patch panels to make. Other thing I did is I cut off the end of this. We're going to use a just some 90-degree right angle, or what do they call it, angle iron or whatever. So once we have this all in here, we'll put in a 90-degree piece here to hold that up, and that will be solid again. So I have ideas as to how I want to do all this. I just I need to do it. So just taking a look in there. A lot of stuff cut out of there. So really need to take a wire wheel to all this and get it all coated and sealed and all of that. Looking at this, I almost want to cut that whole thing out, but it looks more solid than a lot of the rest of the stuff. So relatively solid back in there. Again, got to cut that out. It's cut that out all the way up. I think if this didn't have any sentimental value, this might be one of those that gets left behind. But we're gonna get this done. We're gonna get it solid. We're gonna get new carpet in here, POR and everything. So it's gonna look really good when it's done, and it's gonna be well worth our time, I think, to have this complete and sealed up. And no more of that. I don't know if you can tell, rat's nest. So. Alright guys, so there's a little update on the Rambler seats. That's going to be the last you guys see of the Rambler here for a little bit. As you can see, I got the WS6 behind us. We're going to start playing with that a little bit. Also have the square body outside, and actually over there is our next video. So that's going to be coming soon here in the next week or so. Also have some other stuff that we're doing with like the Ram, and we'll be doing stuff with the GTA and maybe the Grand Prix. I think the Grand Prix might wait until the fall, but nonetheless, we have some stuff coming up here soon, guys. Sorry for the kind of crappy short video, but just wanted to get some out there and make sure you guys are up to date on the Rambler. We're going to get all those patch panels created over time, and we'll eventually weld them in and get some carpet ordered. So we're going to work on the seats on the side probably over the winter. So we got a ways to go until we work on that, but want to get the car ready for the Kenosha AMC next year, end of July. So that's a goal. I need to do the top yet, the carpet, seats, and should be okay-ish then. So that'll be coming up. I'll have a video on all that when that happens, but that's over a year away, so we'll be here soon enough, I guess. But I want to thank you guys for watching. As always, we will see you guys in the next video, hopefully a square body video, and plenty of stuff coming after that. So we'll see you guys then. Thanks again for watching.